CFA exam in November 2024, are you worried that you've not yet covered enough syllabus or you covered too less amount and maybe you should defer your exam? Let's analyze this with some facts whether you should defer or not. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tanishka and I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to be addressing the CFA Level 1 and CFA Level 2 November 2024 candidates. I've had a lot of you come and ask me, ma'am, we've done this much, we've only completed this much, should we consider deferring the exam? So I'm going to answer that question in this video. So let's get straight to it. But before that, if you're new to this channel, then please take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. If you've ever liked my work even a teeny tiny bit, then please join the community by subscribing to the channel. And if you're already a part of this channel, thank you so much for joining me in my journey. I hope we stay together till the end of time. Okay, so as usual, we're going to divide this in two categories: people who are not giving their first attempt, people who are giving their first attempt. For people who are not giving their first attempt and in their last attempt they have studied well, okay, like they had actually covered everything in depth, maybe luck purposes ke wajah se they did not pass their exam for what, that kind of a reason. So even if you are just in your revision mode, you are good to go. I wouldn't consider deferring the exam. Okay, this is applicable for both CFA Level 1 and CFA Level 2. Very simple, basis on your past marks. Okay, if you were too close to the passing line and you know that it was just luck, पढ़ाई अच्छे से की थी, but थोड़ा सा maybe practice छूट गया था. So even if you are in revision mode, it's fine. You don't really need to study from scratch. So in your case, like I said, I will not consider deferring the exam. That's my personal opinion. Final decision lies with you. However, if you did not study well last time, मतलब आपको पता है कि you just didn't study, you just appeared for the exam. That also sometimes happens. Then now you're gonna listen to the exact same category of people who are giving the exam for the first attempt. So people who are giving the exam for the first attempt, be it CFA Level 1 or CFA Level 2, understand one thing: you still have 2.5 months मोटा पकड़ के, okay? 2.5 months में से usually to be in the safest zone, you want that last 1 month for only revision. चलो मैं last 1 month भी नहीं गिनूँ, the worst case scenario, you want 20 days for only revision, 20-25 days for only revision. So 2.5 months में से अगर मैं 20-25 days काट लूँ, so I would say you have roughly 1.9 months. I'm giving you the higher end of things, 1.8 to 1.9 months to actually finish your syllabus. Is it doable? Okay. Considering that you are in college, let's start with your category. If you are in your second year, okay, I would say you have that slight advantage because you are not giving your board exams, you're just giving regular college exams, जहाँ पे आप थोड़ा सा college को 1.5 month के लिए पीछे के back seat पे बैठा सकते हो. If you come under this category, you are one step on the safer zone. You can still try to complete whatever is left in 1.89 months. If you are in your final year, आप board exams दे रहे हो एंड आपका काफ़ी कुछ रह गया है, देन यू आर इन अ रिस्क जोन बिकॉज आपको अपने बोर्ड एग्जाम्स पे भी ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. रिमेंबर दैट इज़ प्रायोरिटी. इफ़ योर ग्रेजुएशन इज़ नॉट डन, CFA का कोई मतलब नहीं होगा. नो जॉब इंटरव्यूअर विल एक्चुअली वांट टू इवन सी यू बिकॉज ग्रेजुएशन इज़ द बेस. आगे कुछ भी ट्रीज उगाओ या फ्लावर्स डालो, अगर रूट्स अच्छे नहीं है तो कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. सो ग्रेजुएशन वाले बंदे, इफ़ यू नॉट येट कंप्लीटेड अ very big base, you have to reconsider your decision कि आप शायद दे पाओगे या नहीं दे पाओगे. Now coming to people who are working and giving the exam, again, if you are able to take a good 1 month leave, you might be in a good safe zone. If you cannot take a 1 month leave right now and you still have significant level of portion, you are in the risk zone. Now let's understand on a slightly deeper level what is this risk zone and safe zone. Both for CFA Level 1 and CFA Level 2, you would say that there are 5 big subjects, 5 slightly tough बोल दो, slightly subjects that take time बोल दो, whatever you want to categorize it. They are basically fixed income, FSA, quants, derivatives and equity. Okay, the remaining 5 are equally important. It is not that they are not, but they are easier to understand. Usually they are covered faster, so that's why I'm counting this as 5 very big subjects जो हम बोलते हैं. Usually it is categorized as that. Now if you are in that extremely safe student zone कि आप second year में हो या फिर आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो, you've taken a break, तो अगर आपने इनमें से 3 subject भी कर लिए हैं and you've completed any 2 of the remaining subjects, basically at least 5 to 6 of totality of the syllabus you've completed, so you would say 50 to 60% of the subjects you've completed, you can still go ahead because you have 1.89 months. आप 2 महीने भी पकड़ लो, आप कर सकते हो because you have the time. You're not doing anything else significantly important. You have the time to complete it. For people who are in their TY, okay, or who are giving their boards basically, or people who are working without a holiday, the slightly risk zone वाले people, आपके लिए only if you have completed at least 4 of this and at least 3 of those, you would be in a better position to be able to complete, because you will not have that time in 2 months to complete this along with your other priorities. This is again my personal opinion. Now, finally, the decision, like I said, lies with both of you. End of the day, every person is different. There are people who can study very fast, उनका grasping power बहुत fast है. तो अगर आप इस zone में भी हो and हो सकता है आपने सिर्फ 2 या 3 subject किए, but you have that level of I can study for 7-8 hours continuously and I can dedicate that time, I can understand things, I can sit for long hours, then you can still go ahead, you still have time. For the people who are on the safe zone, अगर आपको लगता है कि यार safe zone पे तो but I take a lot of time to study, I take a lot of time to grasp things, so you can also fall in the risk zone, right? So end of the day, you need to evaluate your personal self, your level of how fast do you learn, how slow are you, what is your method, etc, etc. Having said that, before I conclude this, the final decision should not even be considered before 1st of November, first week of November तक. I would say अगर आपने अपने दिमाग में बैठा लिया है कि मुझे defer करना है, तो even if you would have been able to do it, आप नहीं कर पाओगे because your mind is already on that tangent कि यार नहीं, I should defer it. But if you think कि नहीं मुझे exam November में ही देना है, तो 90% cases में ना people do find a way to complete. I was just giving you the technicalities of things so that you are aware of it. But like I said, end of the day, it is more in the mind than in reality. So try to till November first week, I would say, really keep telling yourself मेरा exam November में ही है, because आप नहीं जानते how much your body can actually push itself. So yes, I'm ending this video with one more point. I know a lot of you are going to ask that, so I'm just going to address it. The DEPHIL forms are not opened yet. They will open sometime around October, November. वो जब भी खुलेगा, I will make a video on that, explaining you what are the options, what are the dates, etc, etc. तो अभी के लिए it's not yet available. Leave that. Just consider कि क्या आप safe zone में हो, risk zone में हो, and आपको कितना backup करना है, right? So yes, any more questions comment section में डाल देना. मुझे लगा है मैंने सब cover कर दिया है, लेकिन शायद मैंने कुछ भूल भी गया है. Very very possible. So let me know in the comment section and I'll definitely address it in the comments itself, or I'll make a separate video if I think that it is a majority based question. Also, I am coming live next week, mostly on Wednesday. I'm gonna announce it. तो अगर आपको कोई one-on-one questions पूछना है या कोई anxieties address करनी है, तो you can also do it on that live chat. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys very very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.